Baltimore. Home to some and to others may just be a scary place where you don't want to go. But for the people living here, it's not as bad as it's really put out to be.
William S. Humphreys, Jr. Age, I'll be 72 June 28th.
Melody Humphreys, 41.
How long have you been living in Baltimore?
All my life, except for 2 years that I was in the service.
I've been in Baltimore all my life, except for 3 years when I moved to Salisbury.
Okay. When you came out of the service, did you ever think about moving?
Nope,
So what kept you in Baltimore?
it's my hometown.
So why did you come back?
I miss my father.
Here's your father. Now, from then on, you lived in Baltimore. You never wanted to move because any of the problems that always go on here?
There wasn't no problems until later.
Did you ever want to move from Baltimore?
Every once in a while, I get a thought in my head I want to move just because.
Have you ever really, tried to make plans of moving to
No.
another state? No? When you got older and then these problems did start occurring, did that make you want to move ever?
We were planning on moving to Florida, Jacksonville, because Nana had a job down there. But your Aunt Mel was pregnant with her first, so that canceled it.
When you watch the news and you see things like the drugs and all the murders going on, how does that make you feel living here?
It's upsetting because I am 41. Back when I was your age, we didn't have all that. We didn't have the drugs as open as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
They were there, obviously, but it wasn't as open.
Okay. So would you say that over the years it has gotten a lot worse?
Yes.
Okay. So when you watch the news and see the things like the shootings, all the murders and all the drugs, how do you feel about that?
I don't like it. I don't like it. They're killing little kids. I don't like it. And they say, well, they don't know what they're doing. It's baloney. And that's not the wrong word I would use. They know exactly what they're doing. They don't know how to use a handgun.
Would you say that you have the same point of view as people who don't live in Baltimore or Maryland have?
No, they think all Baltimore is bad. When I was working in construction, I did work up in Pennsylvania. And that's all they talked about. I said, my neighborhood's not like that.
If you were to explain Baltimore to people that don't live here, how would you explain it?
And, things have changed a lot. You have to watch yourself. I mean, it is. I mean, they see what's on the news. They see, we've got a high murder rate. We've got the drugs. There are certain parts of the state that are nice. I mean, certain parts of Fed Hill, obviously, during the day are better than at night.
Yeah.
The harbor is better during the day.
Mm-hmm.
You go out to Columbia, Ellicott City. That's not the city, but it's still Maryland.
Yeah.
That's historic and things like that.
Does it frustrate you that they never put out there the good things that are happening?
Yes. Yes, it does. But it also worries me about these young kids. All they are is on the phone, not watching where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get on you.
Yeah, I know.
Your brother, your cousins, about that. You got to pay more attention what's around you. I don't care what neighborhood you're in, because they come in here and do things.
Now, when you go out of town and say people ask you where you're from, and you say Baltimore, do they ever give you weird looks or
You do get some weird looks. You get the, oh, Baltimore, huh? Yep, Baltimore.
Thank you. Even if we do look rough from the outside point of view, it doesn't really matter as long as we know what we really are.